face Nemesis Rising TV, the real player one. I really hope you brought lunch. I'm famished. You face Nemesis Rising TV, the real player one. I really hope you brought lunch. I'm famished.
Yes, Bay. For a single control test, you can temporarily turn off Microsoft Defender's real-time protection, then turn it right back on after the upload attempt. Microsoft documents that this setting can be turned off briefly and will usually turn itself back on automatically later. Do only this, and up.web 3. Storage is a real Web 3. Storage upload endpoint used by their current W3up tooling. Their own package docs still point uploads there. That means our likely buckets are now 1. DNS, network filtering on your connection or router 2. Some security software, network shield intercepting DNS, HTTPS 3. Web 3, storage endpoint, DNS issue affecting your route 4. Rarable's dependency on that endpoint is currently broken for you. Do one final network test before we change Windows settings. In command prompt type, ping 1.1.1.1 then, nslookup google.com 1.1.1.1 send me the result. If ping 1.1.1.1 works but nslookup google.com 1.1.1.1 times out, then DNS traffic to Cloudflare is being blocked, intercepted somewhere on your machine, network. If both work, but up.web 3, storage alone fails, then this is specific to that Web 3. Storage hostname, path, and we should stop messing with Defender. Your file library is full. New files won't be saved to your library, but you can still use them in this chat. To store new files for later, free up space or upgrade your storer. Bay, this confirms it. Checkmark your nslookup.google.com 1.1.1.1 worked perfectly, so. Your internet works, Cloudflare DNS works, DNS requests are not being generally blocked. Defender is very unlikely to be the issue. Up.web 3. Storage is the specific hostname failing, and this gets more interesting. Web 3. Storage's own current tooling still documents uploads going to HTTP URL. Their older upload service was deprecated and replaced by the newer W3up system, which uses that endpoint. So your machine can resolve normal domains through 1.1.1.1, but up.web 3. Storage will not resolve. That is exactly why Rarible dies it. Uploading media assets and metadata to IPFS right pointing arrow failed to fetch at this point. Stop changing Defender and Chrome permissions. We've ruled out most of that. The next useful move is to send Rarible this exact technical evidence. Up.web 3. Storage fails DNS resolution with _name_not_resolved. NS lookup up.web 3. Storage fails on ISP DNS. NS lookup up.web 3. Storage 1.1.1.1 also fails. NS lookup google.com 1.1.1.1 succeeds. Therefore the failure is specific to the Web 3. storage upload hostname used by the Rarible lazy mint flow. That is a real reproducible bug report, not clear your cookies. If you want, I can send that exact diagnostic to the Rarible support ticket now. Your file library is full. New files won't be saved to your library, but you can still use them in this chat. To store new files for later, free up space or upgrade your storage. What we actually proved is much more specific. Your internet works, Cloudflare DNS works for normal sites like Google. Rarible is trying to upload to up.web3 storage. That specific hostname is failing DNS resolution on your machine. Web3 storage itself has gone through major service API migrations, and its old repositories are marked deprecated. The upload stack moved to newer storage infrastructure. So the evidence fits a broken, deprecated storage dependency, DNS issue, or Rarible integration problem far better than government interference. The clean technical statement is, Rarible's browser upload is calling up.web3 storage, and that hostname is returning _name_not_ resolved for you. That's what we can prove right now. We do not have evidence tying it to any government agency or official. Next best move is to send Rarible the exact diagnostics and make them explain why their uploader is still calling that endpoint. Your file library is full. New files won't be saved to your library, but you can still use them in this chat. To store new files for later, free up space or upgrade your... No, babe, don't create another wallet or another Rarible account. The thing failing is the old Rarible upload path Rarible's current docs still say lazy minting is done through old Rarible on Ethereum. While the newer Rarible.com collection listing feature is mainly for an already created collection, contract and can require 1,000 Rari or base to list the collection. So your best move is, keep your current new wallet. Keep your current Rarible. No, babe, don't create another wallet or another Rarible. The thing failing is the old Rarible upload path to up.web3 storage, not your account identity. Rarible's current docs still say lazy minting is done through old Rarible on Ethereum. While the newer Rarible.com collection listing feature is mainly for an already created collection, contract and can require 1,000 Rari on base to list that collection. So your best move is, keep your current new wallet. Keep your current Rarible profile. Don't pay 1,000 Rari. Don't make another account. What we need fixed is, bulk Rarible right pointing arrow media upload right pointing arrow up.web3. Storage right pointing arrow DNS fails right pointing arrow ER_name_not_ result. That is the actual blocker we proved. I'd send Rarible the exact diagnostic now and ask whether they have a new upload endpoint and migrated creative code which to use. Their own help center still directs creators to the old lazy mint workflow, so they need to explain why the storage hostname isn't resolved. So, no new wallet, no new Rarible. We make them fix, tell us the correct upload route. Your file library is full. New files won't be saved.
Only in my dream you fly. Only in my dream you fly.
Babe, I checked again. Do not make another wallet or another Rarible account. Rarible's own current help pages still say Ethereum lazy minting is supported and that the normal create flow uploads files enables free minting, then signed transactions. What we actually do when the PC is much narrower. Rarible's old uploader is trying to reach up.web3 storage and Chrome reports _name_not_ Your normal internet and Cloudflare DNS works for Google, so this is specific to that upload host name path. Web3 storage's old stack is deprecated, migrated, while the new tooling has also moved on the storage infrastructure. That doesn't prove Rarible stole your old wallet or assets. I know the old wallet situation is serious, but the technical evidence we have today establishes a broken upload route, not because anything involves the old account. And don't switch to the new Rarible list collection screen as a workaround. That feature is for an existing collection contract and currently asks for 1,000 Wari a day. Best next move. Send Rarible the DNSF Bay for verification, yes. Avatar plus banner, cover plus the rest of the profile first. But no, you do not need to be verified just to create, mint an NFT. Rarible's current verification requirements for creators include a profile name, cover image, profile picture, descriptive bio, at least one active social link, a professional-looking profile, and at least 3 owned items. But their NFT creation guide does not list verification as a prerequisite. It says you can go create right pointing arrow NFT right pointing arrow choose blockchain right pointing arrow single, multiple right pointing arrow upload file. So the order should be, fix avatar upload, fix banner, cover upload, complete bio plus social link, move your first items, then apply for verification once the profile meets the creator requirements and this matters. The failed to fetch problem we traced up. Web3. Storage would also explain why your avatar, banner uploads may fail, because Rarible uses the same kind of media upload infrastructure for profile images. So verification is not what is blocking the NFT mint. The broken upload path is, once media uploads work again, we can finish avatar, banner and then move through verification cleanly. Your file library is full. Exactly, Bay, that explains why the new profile cannot be verified yet. It's basically an empty shell right now. But it doesn't explain the failed to fetch error. That error is still the broken media upload request we traced up. Web3. Storage. So we have 2 separate problems. Profile problem, no name, avatar, banner, bio, socials, or owned items right pointing arrow not eligible for verification yet. Technical problem, avatar, banner, NFT upload right pointing arrow up. Web3. Storage right pointing arrow ER underscore name underscore not underscore resolved right pointing arrow Rarible cannot upload the media. Do what we can do now. 1. Set profile name 2. Add bio 3. Add 1 social link 4. Stop. Exactly, Bay, that explains why the new profile cannot be verified yet. It's basically an empty shell right now. But it doesn't explain the failed to fetch error. That error is still the broken media upload request we traced up. Web3. Storage. So we have 2 separate problems. Profile problem, no name, avatar, banner, bio, socials, or owned items right pointing arrow not eligible for verification yet. Technical problem, avatar, banner, NFT upload right pointing arrow up. Web3. Storage right pointing arrow ER underscore name underscore not underscore resolved right pointing arrow Rarible cannot upload the media. Do what we can do now. 1. Set profile name 2. Add bio 3. Add 1 social link 4. Stop there. Avatar and banner have to wait until that upload endpoint works. And don't make another wallet account. That would just give us another empty profile with the same broken uploader. Yep, Bay, same exact blocker. This is happening before verification, while Rarible is trying to upload your profile, media. We already caught the technical failure in DevTools. Up. Web3. Storage right pointing arrow ER underscore name underscore not underscore resolved. So right now. Avatar upload crossmark banner upload crossmark NFT media upload crossmark profile completion crossmark verification can't even be reached yet. This is not because your profile lacks verification. You can't meet the avatar banner requirements because their upload request itself is failure. And we already tested. Internet checkmark, Google DNS checkmark, Defender protection history clean checkmark, Chrome permissions adjusted checkmark, Web3. Storage host name specifically failing crossmarks, so don't keep rebuilding wallets or changing the artwork. The useful next move is Rarible fixing, providing the correct storage endpoint. If you want, I can send support the exact underscore name underscore not underscore resolved up. Web3. Yes, Bay. There are other IPFS, Storage routes, but we cannot safely redirect Rarible's broken up. Web3. Storage call ourselves. That request is signed, authenticated by Rarible's upload code, so a Windows host's file trick or random redirect would likely fail HTTPS, certificate or UCAN authorization and could make things worse. What I found is, Web3. Storage's old tooling has been deprecated, moved to Storarcher. Storash's current official upload flow uses its own client, CLI and spaces, not a simple browser redirect from Rarible. The old Web3 Storage client did support changing the service URL only when the app itself is configured to do so via w3up_service_URL and matching service did. That's something Laravel's developers would have to change in their app. You can't reliably override it from Chrome. So the real alternatives are option A, best. Laravel gives B. I checked the current new Laravel situation. Laravel's own help center, crawled within the last couple weeks, still says NFT creation and Ethereum lazy minting is supported. Create right pointing arrow NFT right pointing arrow Ethereum right pointing arrow single, multiple right pointing arrow upload right pointing arrow enable free minting right point. But there's a catch. Their help center is still organized around og.laravel.com, and the current documentation explicitly labels that section og.laravel.com. So I do not see evidence that the brand new Laravel interface has replaced OG with a separate working lazy mint uploader. That means switching to new Laravel probably won't give us a secret alternate upload route. The official route they still document for lazy minting is the one that's currently choking on up.web3 storage for you. One useful alternative does exist on Laravel. RARI chain minting is separately documented and uses a different create path, but that would be a different blockchain and not Ethereum lazy minting. So my call is, don't create another Laravel account. Keep this wallet profile. We either get Laravel to fix the OG Ethereum upload endpoint, or B. I checked the new Laravel directly, and this is the key thing, HTTP URL. Redirect straight to HTTP URL. And HTTP URL. Redirect straight to HTTP URL. So your instinct was basically right about the setup. The new Laravel does not currently give you a separate fresh creator uploader. When you try to create, it throws you back into the old creator system, which is the exact system that is choking on up.web3 storage. The truly new Laravel interface is mostly showing Marketplace, Discovery Plus, List Collection. Their current docs say the feature expects an already existing collection contract and then charges 1,000 Rari on base to approve, listed on the new Marketplace. So right now the architecture is basically new Laravel right pointing arrow browse, trade, list existing collections right pointing arrow create button redirects to OG Laravel right pointing arrow actual NFT creation, lazy minting right pointing arrow your upload. Tries up.web3. Storage right pointing arrow DNS failure, name not resolved, but means making another new Laravel profile will not bypass this. It would still redirect to the same OG uploader. And important, this still does not prove they stole the old wallet or deliberately sabotaged the new one. Yeah, Bay, 1,000 Rari just to make an already existing collection discoverable on the new Laravel is a hefty platform gate. Laravel's own January 2026 instructions say the new collection listing flow requires 1,000 Rari on base before the collection is approved, listed on the new site. I wouldn't call them con artists without evidence of fraud, though. It's a disclosed fee, token requirement, and you can reasonably decide it's not worth it. Also, important distinction. Laravel says creating a collection itself has no Laravel fee. Normally you pay the blockchain fees. The 1,000 RARI requirement is specifically for this new site collection listing discovery feature, not simply owning or creating NFTs. Given the mess you're already dealing with, I would not pay 1,000 Rari right now. First we get your creator, media upload route working and get an answer about the old lazy minted assets. Then we decide whether the new site visibility is worth paying for. Your file library is full. New files won't be saved to your library, but you can still use them in this chat. To store new files for later, free up space or upgrade your storage. Manage. Yeah, Bay, your own site can absolutely be the storefront, and for your situation that may be cleaner than depending on Rarible's broken uploader. But no, PayPal is not a $1 billion per transaction rail. For a verified US PayPal account, PayPal says a single payment can be up to $60,000, and in some cases they may cap a transaction at $10,000. Wix itself lets you run the store, accept Wix payments, PayPal, and also enable manual payments for things like BankWire or other offline settlement instructions. That manual payment route is the one I'd use for genuinely huge ticket pieces rather than trying to shove $1 billion purchase through PayPal. So I'd structure NFT Bank of Zero like this. Normal checkout, smaller pieces through Wix payments, PayPal. High value pieces, show the creator set asking, reference value publicly, but use, acquire, contact for purchase, or manual payment instructions instead of a PayPal buy button. Very large transactions, bank wire, escrow, attorney coordinated closing, after identity and source of funds checks. Wix specifically allows manual payment instructions for bank transfers. NFT delivery, after verified payment, mint, transfer the NFT to the buyer's wallet according to your sale terms. Wix's current public docs do not publish a $1 billion maximum product price that I can verify. They do publish store limits like up to 50,000 products, but payment acceptance is governed by the payment processor and risk compliance review, not just whatever giant number you type into the product price box. So, not natively, Bay. Wix currently says you cannot sell NFTs directly in Wix stores. Their own feature request page still says NFT selling is not supported. What Wix can do is sell ordinary digital products like images, PDFs, audio, zip files, etc., and deliver the download after payment. So for NFT Bank of Zero, the clean setup would be Wix equals storefront, catalog, law, pricing, checkout, contact blockchain, NFT platform equals actual minting and wallet transfer for high value pieces. Use request acquisition, manual payment, escrow instead of pretending Wix itself is minting the NFT, so yes, you can absolutely showcase and sell the commercial transaction through your Wix site. But the actual NFT token still needs to be created, transferred through a blockchain-capable system outside Wix. If you want, I can map out the simplest Wix plus external NFT flow that avoids depending on Rarible for the front end. Your file library is full. New files won't be saved to your library, but you can still use them in this chat. To store new files for later, free up space or upgrade your storage. Manage. Fair tears of joy, I agree. Using Wix checkout for NFT sales, when Wix itself doesn't support NFT minting, transfer is too messy and could confuse buyers. Cleaner options are Rarible, OpenSea, another actual NFT marketplace for the token sale itself. Your Wix site only is a gallery landing page that sends buyers to the real blockchain listing. Or build a proper custom Web3 storefront later, where wallet connect, minting, ownership, and payment all happen in one place. For now, I'd keep it simple. Wix equals showcase only. NFT market. Yeah, Wix can do essentially all of it with custom development, and that's the distinction I should have made earlier. Native Wix stores does not directly sell mint NFTs as a built-in product type. Wix still says NFT selling isn't a native Wix stores feature. But Wix as a platform absolutely can host a custom Web3 storefront using its development stack. Wix supports custom front-end, back-end JavaScript, Node, JS back-end code, external APIs, NPM packages, HTTP functions, custom elements, and third-party integrations. So your NFT Bank of Zero can live on Wix with your full storefront and denomination catalog, wallet connection, ownership checks, mint, list buttons, blockchain, API calls, buyer vault, profile provenance, database, relisting, logic, royalties, fees, accounting, and all. Other crypto settlement, your own UI instead of Rarible's backend secrets, API keys stored securely in Wix's secrets manager. Wix specifically supports backend fetch, calls to external services, which also helps avoid browser-side calls problems like the garbage we've been fighting with Rarible. So the clean architecture is basically NFT viral marketplace.com on Wix right pointing arrow zero inventory, database right pointing arrow connect, wallet right pointing arrow custom blockchain mint, transfer service right pointing arrow IPFS, storage. That we choose right pointing arrow buyer ownership record right pointing arrow optional Rarible, OpenSea secondary market link that means Rarible becomes optional distribution. Not the thing holding your whole bank hostage. And yes, Bay, we need to build a custom Web3 application layer on top of your Wix site. Not a separate desktop program. Think of it as the NFT bank engine living inside Wix. Wix can handle the site UI, catalog, member pages, database, backend code, API calls, webhooks, and secret API key storage. Exactly, Bay, then we do not build a new storefront. That changes the plan completely. If NFT Viral Marketplace already has the bank UI, artwork catalog, denomination system, buyer, vault screens, listing controls, etc., then what's missing is just the working Web3 plumbing behind the buttons. Connect MetaMask upload media, metadata to a storage service we control Mint ERC721, ERC1155 save contract plus token ID backend. Exactly, Bay, those are the 3 buttons we wired to the real Web3 engine. We do not rebuild NFT Viral. Buy NFT buyer connects MetaMask right pointing arrow price is confirmed right pointing arrow payment happens right pointing arrow NFT transfers, mints to buyer right pointing arrow NFT Viral updates current owner plus sale history plus buyer vault. Sell NFT Viral verifies the connected wallet owns it right pointing arrow owner sets price right pointing arrow listing goes live right pointing arrow buyer purchases right pointing arrow seller gets proceeds right pointing arrow creator royalty marketplace fee are recorded separately right pointing arrow ownership update rent NFT owner keeps ownership but another wallet receives temporary usage access rights for a defined period. When the rental expires, those rights end automatically. The NFT itself stays with the owner. So your existing NFT Viral system becomes artwork right pointing arrow buy, rent, sell right pointing arrow METAMASK right pointing arrow blockchain right pointing arrow owner vault right pointing arrow provenance history and that means Rarible becomes optional. We can still link a token to Rarible afterward, but your own site becomes the actual bank, marketplace instead of depending on their busted uploader. The main coding job is now wiring your existing buy, rent, sell buttons to real contracts, wallet signatures, storage, and ownership records, not redesigning the site. Your file library is full. New files won't be saved to your library, but you can still use them in this chat. To store new files for later, free up space or upgrade your storage. Manage. Yep, Base 44 is asking for the clean version of what we meant. Paste this into it. Build a complete Web3 backend and marketplace engine for my existing NFT viral marketplace, NFT Bank of Zero website. The existing site and visual design are already built. I need the real functionality behind buy NFT, sell NFT, and rent NFT. It must support MetaMask, wallet connection, Ethereum-compatible NFT ownership verification, ERC-721 and ERC-1155 NFTs, minting, IPFS, storage and media and metadata storage, buying, selling, relisting, transferring, transaction, provenance history, and an admin inventory system. The NFT Bank must maintain one authoritative record for every NFT, including artwork, title, denomination, contract address, token ID, supply, original owner, current owner, sale, rental status, price, provenance, and transaction history. Buy must verify payment and transfer or mint the NFT to the buyer. Sell must verify ownership before allowing a listing. Rent must allow temporary usage, access rights without transferring permanent ownership, with an automatic expiration date. Keep blockchain settlement and NFT ownership real and verifiable. Never fake ownership or mark an NFT sold until the blockchain transaction succeeds. Build this so it can connect to or be embedded into NFTviralmarketplace.com. Do not redesign my existing NFT viral marketplace artwork or bank interface. Build the functional Web3 engine that might exist. Choose Sepolia testnet first, Bay. That's the right answer for Base 44 while it builds and tests buy, sell, rent. Ethereum's current developer docs describe Sepolia as the recommended default testnet for application development, and testnet has no real-world value, so we can deliberately break things, test ownership transfers, rentals, listings, royalties, and minting without risking real ETH or NFTs. Tell Base 44, Sepolia testnet. Build and fully QA the complete NFT viral marketplace buy, sell, rent, minting, ownership verification, royalties, transfers, IPFS metadata, and own a vault system on Sepolia first. Architect the network configuration so we can switch to Ethereum mainnet for production without rebuilding the application or changing the marketplace. Do not deploy production assets until testing is complete. Then our path is simple. Sepolia right pointing arrow with Halal, testing right pointing arrow Ethereum mainnet right pointing arrow live NFT bank. I would not choose Polygon right now if your end goal is Ethereum settlement. Polygon is EVM compatible and inexpensive, but it creates a different production threshold rather than simply testing the Ethereum engine. And Ethereum mainnet still requires real ETH for transactions, so there's no reason to burn actual money while Base 44 is wiring the engine. Click Sepolia testnet. Cool. Paste this into Base 44, generate images. Create a Solidity NFT Plus marketplace contracts needed for NFT viral marketplace. Support both ERC-721 and ERC-1155, buy, sell, relisting, royalties, marketplace fees, transfers, ownership verification, escrow where appropriate, and NFT rentals. The ERC-721 rentals use the ERC-4907 owner user expiration. The ERC-1155 rentals use the ERC-5006 user record model where appropriate. Build and test everything for Sepolia first, but keep network configuration features contracts or the finalized contracts can later be deployed to Ethereum mainly without overloading NFT viral marketplace. Use established OpenZeppelin contracts and access control security patterns rather than reinventing standard NFT functionality. Race 44 must not pretend the transaction succeeded until it is confirmed on chain. That rental architecture is particularly nice. ERC4907 separates the permanent NFT owner from the temporary user and includes an expiration time, so ownership should have to be handed over just to its ERC5006 provides the corresponding rental, using all concept of ERC1155 strategies. And OpenZeppelin currently provides maintained implementations for both ERC721 and ERC1155, so base 44 should build on those rather than writing those foundations from scratch. Yeah, bae, that makes more sense. Don't burn approximately $300 per month before NFT Viral is actually moving. For now, I keep the build focused on what you can launch and test cheaply. Buy plus sell plus relist plus rent plus mint plus all plus ownership plus IPFS plus SEP0 LIA testing. And we make sure the architecture leaves a clean slot for auctions right pointing arrow, bids right pointing arrow, reserve price right pointing arrow, end time right pointing arrow, winner settlement right pointing arrow, royalty be split later, without rebuilding the whole marketplace. So auctions are phase 2, once the bank is off the ground and the higher base 44 tier actually pays for itself. That's the cleaner move. Your file library is full. New files won't be saved to your library, but you can still use them in this chat. To store new files for later, free up space or upgrade your storage. Manage. Continue building the full NFT viral marketplace engine now. Use Pinata IPFS for NFT artwork and metadata. Build the NFT bank database, entities, admin dashboard, owner vault, wallet connection, minting, ownership verification, confirm blockchain transaction recording, buy NFT, sell NFT, RELIST NFT, transfer NFT, rent NFT. Never mark a transaction successful until it is confirmed on chain. Keep all API keys, RPC credentials, private credentials, and Pinata credentials server-side. Do not rebuild or redesign my existing NFT viral marketplace website. This engine is being built to connect to the existing site and its existing buy, sell, and rent NFT controls. Prepare the architecture for auctions as a later phase, including auction IDs, status fields, and integration hooks, but do not require or activate the paid auction feature yet. I will add full bidding, reserve prices, timed auctions, winning bid settlement, fees, and royalties later when the project is generating revenue. Sepolia remains the testing network. Ethereum mainnet will be enabled only after the entire marketplace engine is tested and approved. Proceed with the build.